Bill Donald and many other beef producers have sharpened their Facebook skills and their use of social media to tell the real story of modern beef production with help from the Masters of Beef Advocacy program. And joining me in the studio today is Daren Williams, the Dean of Students for the MBA program. Thanks for coming to the show, Daren.
Thank you, Kevin.
Well, first of all, tell folks a little bit about what the MBA program is.
Well, the Masters of Beef Advocacy program is it's a series of online courses that beef producers and others in the beef community can go through to sharpen their skills to get out and tell the story of modern beef production. Where does food come from? Where does beef come from today?
And let's talk social media. You know, Bill Donald's using it, Mark Smith's using it. Tell us a little bit about your perspective of social media and its role.
Well, social media, Facebook, Twitter, these are not just for kids anymore, clearly with Bill and Mark being involved. But these are very effective communications tools that we have to communicate with each other and to communicate with our consumer. And for example, you know, if you're an NCBA member, you can become a Facebook friend with Bill Donald, and you can tell him directly through his Facebook page what you think he ought to be doing.
Well, great way to connect, yeah.
And Mark Smith, Mark is reaching out to consumers across the country, sharing pictures of his ranch through his Facebook page and just giving them a glimpse of what life is like on the ranch every day, because of course consumers are very disconnected from the farm and ranch, and that leads to questions about their beef, where it comes from, who's raising it, are the cattle being treated properly, and Mark's doing a great job of answering those questions. We want consumers, when they have questions about beef, don't ask Google, ask a farmer or rancher.
That's a great point. And speaking of that, there's a lot of ways that people can get involved through NCBA with social media. Is that right?
Well, absolutely. We have NCBA's consumer marketing team, for example, is reaching out to consumers through our Beef It's What's for Dinner website is the #1 site for beef information for consumers, but we now have a Beef It's What's for Dinner Facebook page, Twitter handle, and Beef for Dinner mobile, which you know, a consumer can get recipes right on their phone as they're in the grocery store, looking at which cut to pick out and serve for dinner that night. And for members, for beef producers out there, you can get up-to-date information on what's happening inside the Beltway on Beltway Beef. We have a blog, we have a Facebook page, and a Twitter handle that is telling them what's going on with international trade, federal regulations affecting beef producers, and tax issues, of course, all the important issues affecting farmers and ranchers.
So if a beef producer is sitting at home, they have a computer or they've got a smartphone, what would you tell them to do?
I'd say first just get on and sign on to Facebook or Twitter and have some fun. Okay. You can't break the internet, you know, so get out there and try it and play around with it, see what fits your style and find your niche and find a way, either reach out to consumers or reach out to other farmers and ranchers and get involved.
I'm still learning myself, but my daughter is a pro, Daren, so she's teaching me a lot.
Well, you can take lessons from your kids. Ask your kids for help.
For more information on social media and to learn how to get your Masters of Beef Advocacy, visit our website at cattlemen2cattlemen.org.